Everybody. Give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before I start building on the subject matter for the day. It's one of those spontaneous lives, man. I just got something I want to get off my chest real quick. This one of them joints that it may or may not stay up. Y'all already know how I go when you start talking about this type of information. These are the type of videos that get deleted. You look up one day, video gone. So this might be one of those videos right here where we might go in a little bit, and next thing you know, you look up a week from now and this video no longer exists. If you don't see this video a week from now, you already know what the business is, what the science is. You know who took it down, because for sure I ain't taking it down. But what's the word, man? How y'all living and feeling on this wonderful Monday, man? We got to do some building today, man. We got to talk about these doctors out here lying to the people. Not even lying to the people, man. They just setting people up for failure out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what they doing. So we got to expose some things out here, man. I got some personal testimonies that I want to talk about. So we gonna do some exposing, and y'all know when we expose this industry, they not too fond of it, So we fighting up against a monster, man, a big machine in regards to the medical industry, big pharma. Y'all know what it is. But what's the word, man? Let me know how y'all living and feeling, man, before I start really building on this subject matter, man. Hopefully y'all got about 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes or so. That's about all the time I got. Just finished my workout, man. Y'all see where I'm at live from the gym. So we just got the workout in, man. Health is wealth, all that good stuff. Movement is medicine. Motion is medicine. Your food is your medicine. All of that, man. Start taking your health seriously out here, man. For sure. Because they don't care anything about your health. So you got to take it seriously. You got to start doing what's right and exact. Starts with you. Starts at home. But we going to give people a chance to tap in with the kid, man. I know it's early morning flow. Y'all know what it is. Early morning flow, man. We going to get it in, though. We gonna chop it up. We gonna build. But what's the word, man? How y'all living? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all living and feeling on this wonderful Monday? Y'all gotta wake up out here, man. I know it's early. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up though, man. It's time for that knowledge. Time for that information. Time for that knowledge. Time for that information. So wake on up, man. Wake on up and tap in. Tap in with the kid. Give everybody about 2 or 3 more minutes, man, before I start going in, man. Because, again, I know it's spontaneous. I know it's early. But it is what it is, man. We live from the gym, man. Live from the gym. Just got the workout in. Back day. Did some deadlifting and all that, man. Lifting heavy, all that good stuff, man. Remember what I told y'all about strength training. That's the best way to train. That's the best way to work out. Lifting heavy weights, man. Lift heavy. Eat clean. That's the motto. You're going to accomplish any fitness goal that you want to accomplish in your life. You eat heavy, you eat clean, lift heavy. Strength training is the key to burning that fat, building that muscle, all that good stuff. But what's the word? Go ahead and tap in, everybody. I know y'all up. Let's get it, man. I know y'all up. Montel, peace, peace, what's happening? Sun Goddess, peace, what's happening? What's the word? What's the word? We talking about these lying doctors out here, fam. These lying doctors. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Outcast. Peace. What's happening? Y'all know how I get down in regards to these doctors, in regards to this industry, So, again, like I said, this might be one of those videos where you look up week from now, month from now, this video may be gone. If y'all don't see this video a week from now, y'all know what happened. Javon, peace, what's happening? Airview, peace, what's the word? Yeah, I just finished my workout, man. Heavy on the deadlifts, some rows. It was like what they call pull day, so we worked out the back and whatnot. Again, like I said, lift heavy, eat clean. Lift heavy, eat clean. Get your smoothies in, get your greens in, get your fruits in, all of that good stuff. Lift heavy, and you good. And that's another thing I want to talk about. That's another thing I want to talk about, too, in regards to... And I talk about this every few months in regards to our perception, the public perception on fruits. Hey, it's okay to consume your fruits out here, man. Don't run away from the fruits. I know they got us afraid to consume fruits, but fruits are like the most perfect food for humans, for us. It's the perfect food. That is the easiest, fruits are the easiest foods for your body to break down, man. That is the perfect food. But that's the food they got everybody afraid to eat because they talking about sugar and things like that, man. Come on, man. Don't be afraid to consume fruit. That's just what I want to tell people, man. I always got to add these disclaimers every now and then to let people know that it is okay to consume fruit. I don't understand why I got to keep doing this, but I have to keep doing this because every other week or so I get somebody that asks me either in person or in my inbox, hey, my doctor said I shouldn't be eating so many fruit, X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. Like, that's garbage. I ain't got time for that. Put those fruits in your smoothie and rock on. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel good and great. Sun Goddess, nah, I ain't seen that joint. I'm going to have to tap in, though. I ain't seen it. Outcast, there we go. Let's get it. Like I said, I finished my workout about an hour and a half ago. Got it in real quick. Got it in. There we go. Son got a drinking a smoothie. Magic, what's happening? Miss Donnie, peace, what's happening? Yeah, I drink 2 smoothies a day, man. That's my vibe now. I drink 2 smoothies a day. Like, the first things I put into my system, smoothies. I drink 2 smoothies a day, then I eat 1 solid meal. That's it. That's how I've been rocking for a minute. 2 smoothies a day. What they say, a smoothie a day keep the doctor away. You know what I'm saying? So I drink 2 of them. QJ, peace, what's happening? What's the word? Jax, you say how many ounces your smoothies be? Man, that's a good question, bro. I gotta look at the little I gotta look at the little joint, man. It might be like 30. I want to say 32. I don't know for sure though. You know, good thing about when you drinking smoothies and things like that, when you eating clean, like you ain't even got to worry about all that. So I can drink as much as I want to, really. So I'll be good. But it's a nice size joint, man. So I want to say it's 32, but I'm not for sure though. Once I get back to the crib, man, I could let y'all know for sure though. Montel, you say I don't understand how you shouldn't eat fruits. Oh yeah, well, you got to understand the climate that we live in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand a few things. One of the leading causes of death, man, is diabetes. You know what I'm saying? So when they start talking about diabetes out here, they start talking about insulin. You know what I'm saying? And when they start talking about insulin, they start talking about sugar. You know, when they start talking about sugar, they start mentioning fruits. So that's the reason why they tell people to stay away from fruits and things like that. But they don't have a complete understanding. They don't have a complete understanding of fruits at all. You know, but that's the reason why they discourage people from consuming fruits or consuming too many fruits and things like that. Whole while they not discouraging them from eating all this other nonsense, which can also affect your insulin levels. Again, in the book Proteinaholic, they talk about the overconsumption of protein boosting your insulin, increasing your insulin. But they don't tell you, hey, watch your meat consumption. They don't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you to watch your protein. They don't tell you to watch the meat consumption. They don't tell you to watch the dairy consumption. And all of this can factor in to diabetes, your insulin levels. Man, when you go look, like, I know most of y'all, we don't drink the cow's milk around here, but when you go to the store and you look at the cow's milk, man, that's a lot of sugar in that joint. You know what I'm saying, man? They add sugar in everything, but they not telling people to watch out for that. They telling people to watch out for something like fruits, though. And that's what's crazy to me. You telling me to watch out, you telling me to limit my intake of fruit, but you're not telling me not to drink the cow's milk, which has been laced with sugar. Crazy. Interesting. So it's interesting out here, you know? But again, we already know what they doing. But, man, I want to tell y'all this quick story, though. Man, I got a client, right? I got a client that's dealing with diabetes right now, type 2 diabetes. Boom. So, of course, you know, one of the side effects of type 2 diabetes is that you tend to gain weight. You tend to be overweight, obese, whatever the case may be. Hence, one of the reasons why she's coming to me, lose the weight. All right. So she's type 2 diabetic. Iris McQueen, peace. What's happening? You done changed the name up on me. Hold up. Antonio, my brother, peace. What's happening? But yeah, I got a client. She's type 2 diabetic. So she's overweight, obese. So she came to me. She's ready to lose the weight. So she want to work out. She want to eat right. Cool. Simple enough, right? Now, this is something I already know. And y'all may know this too. But she is on insulin, right? She's type 2 diabetic, overweight, obese. She is on insulin. Now, mind you, let me rewind real quick. Her doctors are already encouraging her. Before she came to me, her doctors were encouraging her to get the surgery, the weight loss surgery. So they already pushing for her to get this surgery. They want her to get the surgery. They say she's too, like, for her height, she's too big. Now, mind you, she's really not that big, man. She's not that big to the point where they should be rushing her or pushing her, pressuring her to get this surgery. The wife is in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. But yeah, she's not, it's not like she's 300, 400 pounds or something like that. So it's not crazy. But her doctors are pushing her to get this surgery. Like they adamant about, hey, you need to get this weight loss surgery. All right, this is my client. They pushing her. Boom, you need to get the surgery. You need to get the surgery. That's your best option. That's your best bet. This is what they telling her. So boom, back to the story here. Now, she's on insulin, right? That was given to her by her doctor, of course. So she was doing the knowledge to the insulin last night, she say. She realized her weight was going up, not going down. So she started looking into her insulin. And she realized the side effect, or one of the side effects of her insulin was what? Weight gain. Mind you, type 2 diabetic. The last thing you want to do with type 2 diabetes is gain weight. So why would they give you something that leads to weight gain when you are already type 2 diabetic? We're going to give you insulin, which is going to cause you to gain more weight. How does that make any sense? But yeah, the side effect of her insulin is weight gain. So her weight has been steadily going up, even though she's been coming in here working out, things along those lines. It is the insulin. So they have given her the insulin, which is leading to her gaining more weight, which is already bad for her condition, just so she can go get this surgery. Because they were already pushing for her to get the surgery from the jump. So how convenient. We going to give you the insulin that's going to lead to you to gain more weight. No matter what you do, you going to gain weight. It's bodybuilders out here that take insulin to bulk up, to get swole. So I'm going to give a type 2 diabetic, I'm going to give her insulin, and that's going to lead, when she work out, she going to get swole, she going to gain more weight. Then now that way she going to feel like, man, there's no other options for me, so now I got to get the surgery. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. They gave her the insulin. She's gaining more weight, not losing. So now she like, dang, I don't know what else to do. Maybe I got to get the surgery. This is the trick. This is what Elijah Muhammad called trick knowledge. Man, that's trick knowledge, man. Diabetes is one of the easiest conditions to reverse. And I hate to say that, but it is. I hate to say it, but when you start studying diabetes, man, listen, there is no need for all of this insulin, no need for this medication. Type 2 diabetes is very easily managed. It's very easy to reverse. Very easy to cure. But they lie. They're going to give you this insulin. This going to lead to weight gain. You're not going to be able to lose the weight. You working out. You like, man, what's happening? Why I can't lose the weight? It's the insulin. But they trying to push her to get this surgery. So they're going to give her something so where she can gain the weight. That's crazy. So now they making my job complicated. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm trying to get her to lose weight. But it's like, it's hard now because she's on the insulin. So I know, like, if you keep taking this insulin, like, you're not going to lose the weight that you're trying to lose because this insulin going to cause you to gain the weight. She said she going to get off of the insulin for a month and take the natural approach and see what her body does, which I'm already knowing what the body going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm knowing what the body, and they instill fear in folk to where when they get off of the medication, they feel like they telling these people that something bad going to happen when they get off the medication. Oh, you going to die and this, that, and the third. Like, nah, that's not going to happen. Plenty of people have stopped taking these meds and nothing happened. Plenty of people have got off of their meds, have taken a natural approach, more holistic approach, and never had to go back to the meds. But these doctors instill the fear in us. Like, listen, if you don't take this insulin, you're not going to last. You're not going to live long. Come on, man. That's fear. That's a fear tactic. It's a fear tactic, man. It's a fear tactic. Listen, diabetes is a hormonal imbalance. So when you striving to reverse that condition, all you doing is getting back in homeostasis, getting the body back in balance. That's it. That's it. That is it. All right, Diamond, there we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. And it's definitely a mousetrap, 100%. You know, so I found that funny. That's almost the equivalent to the client I had a minute ago where she was taking antidepressants and the side effect was suicidal thoughts. Come on now. This is real life. I can't make this stuff up. You know, as a trainer, I get all type of people. I get all type of body types. You know, and one of my goals is to help people lose weight. But it's hard for me to help people lose weight when these doctors are giving them medication to make them gain the weight. So then the moment I have them in here weightlifting, then they just start getting swollen, they bulking up. It's because of the insulin. It's because of the steroids. It's because of the antibiotics. All of this medication. That's one of the main side effects for most medication out here. Weight gain. Listen, y'all got to understand what's going on. The obesity epidemic that we dealing with, a lot of that is caused by the medication that they keep putting us on. Most of the medication, when you look at most of the medication that your people taking, because all of us know some people that's on some meds, when you look at a lot of the side effects, man, you're going to see a lot of weight gain on there, man. You're going to see a lot of weight gain in regards to the side effects. It ain't no coincidence, man. It ain't no coincidence that a large percentage of the population is dealing with obesity and a large percentage of the population is on some medication. That's not a coincidence, man. It's not a coincidence at all. We on all this medication. We obese. Come on, man. Put two and two together, man. Put two and two together. We got to start putting two and two together. First of all, your food is your medicine. You know what I'm saying? We cannot let them instill that fear in us. Oh, man, the main one, the one that I hate the most. This is the medication that I despise the most. Blood pressure medicine. You do not need to be on some medication for life for your blood pressure, fam. And then they out here trick knowledge with the blood pressure. They didn't went up on it. Listen, they didn't went up on what's normal. What's a normal blood pressure, man? This is the trick knowledge. So they telling you, boom, back in the day, 120/80. That's ideal. And that's borderline high. We got to understand what's happening out here. When they tell us something is normal, it's probably high. If they telling you this is the norm, if they telling you this is what you need to aim for, that is probably too high. You know, so if they telling you if your blood pressure is 120/80, that's cool, that is too high for you. But they didn't even went up on that. I think the last time I checked, they was saying like 125/80 or 85 or something like that. I forgot the exact numbers that I saw, but they went up. The 120/80 used to be the norm. If you had your blood pressure at 120/80, you was like, okay, cool. That has went up. That has went up now. So it's like 125/85. It's 125/85 or something like that. They still cool. Man, I had a client, again, dealing with clients. I had a client come to me. She brought her numbers to me. You know what I'm saying? She went to the doctor, brought her numbers to me. I'm looking at them. First thing I looked at, blood pressure. And I looked and I said, hold up. I asked, I was like, hey, I think the number was like, I think her blood pressure was like 130, 135 or something over like 85 or 90. It was something like that. So I looked at her, I asked her, I said, hey, I said, did they tell you something about your blood pressure being, you know what I'm saying, like pre-hypertension or borderline high? And she said, nah. They told me my blood pressure is cool. So I was like, nah, I said, man, this is pretty high. Like, this is borderline high. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get a second opinion on it. So guess what she did? This same client, she got a second opinion on the blood pressure. And that second doctor told her what I said. The second doctor was like, yeah, this is pretty high. Now, again, we studying patterns out here, because I know somebody going to bust up in here and say, oh, well, it probably was high because she was nervous, things like that. No, you know, we studying the pattern of your blood pressure over time. You know what I'm saying? So your average blood pressure over time. So this fell in line with that. But nobody had ever told her that blood pressure was like pre-hypertension. It was on that level. It was borderline hypertension. Whatever the number was, I can't remember it exactly, so I didn't paraphrase the number. But that was the first thing that caught my attention. I was like, hey, man, did they tell you your blood pressure was like borderline high? And she was like, nah. But then she got the second opinion, and that second doctor confirmed what I said. So they had her walking around like her blood pressure was normal, the blood pressure was cool, and it wasn't. Like, this is what I'm talking about out here. So, again, when they tell us something is normal, when they tell you, oh, your cholesterol level needs to, as long as it's not above 200, then you good. Nope, that's too high. That's too high. Don't even do that. Oh, 120/80, that's cool. Nope, get your blood pressure a little lower than that. That's how we got to play this game, man. We got to understand that. Because that 120/80 was even trash, fam. Like, that was trash. Like, that was too high. Like, your blood pressure, no. Like, nope. They be lying to you out here, man. Lying to, got us thinking we all good, and we not. Yeah, Jax, for sure. That's straight drugs. You know what I'm saying? Straight drugs. Straight drugs. A good blood pressure, I say like 110 over like 70, 75, something like that. 110 over 70 or something. You know what I'm saying? You got a good little number like that, you rolling. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. And Carlton, see, that's after you played ball. There you go. 136 over 64, but that's after playing ball. So that's about right for that. So get that joint when you rest and see what it's talking about. Sharif, man, what you say? What would you say is a good weight for a 6'2", 34-year-old? So this is how I answer that, Sharif, because again, according to their charts, they BMI charts and whatnot, they want us out here looking frail. I don't even, like, your weight, I ain't gonna say I don't care about that. I'm more so focused on body fat percentage, right? So you want to get your body fat percentage between the 18 to 25 range, Sharif, man. Once you get your body fat percentage within that range, then the weight is kind of like whatever you like looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like me. Prime example, I'm 5'6", I'm about 150, 151. When I got to like around this, they even, like, I'm borderline overweight for my height, according to their charts. But when I start getting about 155, 160, like, I'm damn near, like, I'm really overweight for my height. Like, that's dead, man. If I get to 155, 160, my body fat percentage is between like 11 to 15. Like, there's no way I'm overweight. Like, not at all, not even close. But if I go by their BMI charts, like, I'm borderline overweight right now. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. I can get to about 160, 165, pack on muscle, have 11 to 5% body fat, and feel just fine with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that BMI chart is garbage. Now, of course, you don't want to be 100, 200 pounds overweight. You know what I'm saying? So I say 6'2". Hey, you could be 6'2", a solid 200, solid 185, solid 190. And it's muscle and less body fat, you know? So I focus on the body fat percentage, personally. Long as you ain't 6'2", 350, you know what I'm saying, 300 or something like that, then hey, you good. But I say about 185 to 200 at 6'2", you probably like how that look as long as it's muscle. You know what I'm saying? You building that muscle. Decrease the body fat. Okay, you say 210, 215 for sure. I can see that. I can see that for sure. But like I said, a lot of people, man, it just depends on, because I done had some ladies come to me and they think they want to lose weight. Then they start seeing how their body transform at the same exact weight, just more muscle. And they be like, well, dang, I thought I wanted to lose 10 pounds, but I like how my body looking with the same weight, but it's just more muscle. You know, so it's just, you just gonna have to do is trial and error. You're gonna experiment at that particular point, you know? But I'm a body fat percentage person, man. Look at that body fat, you know? Last time I checked my body fat, it was like 12%. Yeah, that's too high for me. I want to keep that mug in the 11 joint, you know? So I'm always striving to build muscle and keep that body fat percentage down. Of course, you don't want to keep the body, you don't want to have no body fat. That could be dangerous. You need some fat for protection and things like that. But that's when you get underneath like 3%, you know? So we not getting that extreme with it. Oh, yeah, Diamond, for sure. 100%. The doctors, the medical industry definitely is a part of the racist structure. 100%. That is an actual fact. The medical industry is definitely a part of this racist structure that we are a part of. Like 100%. And I'm gonna keep it real. Diamond just touched on something that goes under the radar. It is a lot, man. It's a lot of listen, it is a lot of black women. Man, listen, it's a lot that's going on in regards to these doctors and pregnant black women and them being responsible for a lot of deaths, whether it be the mother or whether it be the child. There's been a lot of foul play going on inside of these doctors' offices, man. For real, man, y'all. Hey, in that realm, the medical industry is definitely a war on. It's a war on all of us. It's a war on black men, war on black women in that realm, the medical industry. But black women, man, y'all got to keep y'all guards up. Y'all got to keep y'all guards up when y'all going to these doctors for sure. Y'all got to keep y'all I got a book called Killing the Black Body, and that's what they talking about. And you go back and trace the origins. Man, this is the system that we are under. It wasn't even in that book. I got this information from another book, but I'm sure it's in this book also. But they had talked about if y'all know the father of gynecology, if y'all know about that particular story, that particular individual, they talked about all the experiments that they did on black women. Crazy experiments. And they was talking about the reason why they used black women because they felt like black women were designed to be able to tolerate pain. So they did all of these wicked experiments on black women, and they was like, well, black women are cool because they born to tolerate pain. They designed to tolerate pain. They don't feel this. That was the belief at the time, that we can cut open these, we can do whatever we want to this black woman. We can experiment on this black woman because she is able to tolerate all of this pain. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, they was operating on the black body like a mug, boy, because they said y'all was able to tolerate pain. So they still subconsciously hold that opinion or that belief. Oh, black women strong. Y'all can tolerate this. Y'all can handle this. This is still the subconscious belief. It was the conscious belief at the time. This is what people believed at the time on a conscious level. Now it's more subconscious. They still believe this. They still believe it. So we can do whatever to them. You can handle it. You can handle it. Nope. Come on now. I'm trying to tell y'all, sisters, y'all got to keep y'all guards up. You know what I'm saying? For real. Y'all got to keep them guards all the way up when it comes to that. Man, medical apartheid, killing the black body, like these books, they hip you to the game in regards to what's really happening out here in that particular realm. Now, of course, the brothers did, but we didn't listen. The brothers, we didn't reach the point to where y'all already know our stigma. Black men don't never go to the doctor. See, we didn't reach that point. Black men didn't reach the point where we like, man, forget all that. We ain't even going no more. Like, we don't even care to go. You know what I'm saying? But the unfortunate part, black men, we don't go to the doctor, but then a lot of us are still not doing what we need to do to take care of ourselves. That's the thing, you know? So, cool. Step one, we ain't going to go to the doctor. We don't trust them. But step two, we got to master our bodies. You know what I'm saying? We got to master our bodies and know and understand what to put in those bodies. So it's cool. All right, we don't trust them. We not finna go to them because they killing us out here. But now we got to take a step further. Step two, treating our bodies right and exact. You know, we got a lot of brothers that's doing it, but collectively we got to do better in that regards. Man, Dread Mike, man, we got to ski, man. We got all type of experiments, but for sure, you know, man, it was a little town in Florida. I forgot the exact town, but it was a little town in Florida, man, where they laced mosquitoes. They laced the mosquitoes, man. They got mosquitoes, put the mosquitoes in the lab, laced these mosquitoes with a virus, and unleashed these mosquitoes in the black community. It's a little town in Florida, man. That was in the medical apartheid book. I forgot the virus that they laced them with. But, man, they laced the mosquitoes with the virus and unleashed these mosquitoes. It's a little town in Florida, and everybody started coming down with this little virus. So you even got to watch the mosquitoes, man. They didn't tamper with the mosquitoes. But, again, they say this stuff ain't, you know what I'm saying? They say they didn't manufacture these viruses and things like that. Come on now, we know what's happening. Y'all tampering with the mosquito. Then you telling me, oh, a mosquito got this. Man, listen, who put this virus in this mosquito? Y'all better stop playing out here. Sun God is Medical Apartheid. That's the greatest book. Listen, every black woman need to read that. But every black person in general need to read that. It was written by a sister too. That's a great book, Medical Apartheid and Killing the Black Body. Killing the Black Body. Now, every black woman needs to read that one, Killing the Black Body. For sure, 100%. But Medical Apartheid and Killing the Black Body, must reads. You read those books, if you go to the doctor, man, it ain't gonna be a nice visit. Your guard's gonna be all the way up. Dread Mike, 100%. Big time gator bait. Big time gator bait, man. I don't fool with them. And like I tell, y'all know my story, man. I trusted the doctors for a long time in my younger years. And none of my conditions got better. So y'all already know my story. I got several stories in regards to why I don't too much rock with doctors, man. But again, at the same time that I'm not rocking with the doctor, I'm going to do the knowledge to my own health and whatnot. I'm going to do the knowledge to my own health. I'm going to do the knowledge to proper nutrition and things like that, you know. And it's an ongoing process, man. Trial and error. You got to learn your body type. You know, you got to learn what agrees with your body and what disagrees with it. But I've given up on them. I don't trust them. I'm doing much better by taking my health in my own hands, like for real, seriously. Like 100%. Man, I don't trust them. I just don't. They like, my trust is gone. My trust is gone. Antonio, for sure. It's almost like getting your car fixed. You know, you go there for like an oil change and they telling you like 25 different things wrong with your car. That's how going to the doctor's office is. Man, you go to the doctor's office, man, they trying to give you 16 different shots. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to tell you 25 more different things wrong with you. Like, man, come on, man. I just came in for a checkup. Why do I need to get 4 or 5 different shots? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, nah, nobody got time for that. Like, we don't have time for that, man. Ooh, Sun Goddess. And this, I'm good, man. I got some allergies for kids, man. I might have to do a whole video on that. I'm gonna have to do a whole video. I don't know if, first of all, I gotta know what they are eating. That's first and foremost. Like, if they consume anything that got any type of dairy in it, you know what I'm saying? That's got to go. That's got to go. But man, them fruits and vegetables gonna be your best friends for fighting off those allergies. Them fruits and vegetables, you know, fresh fruit, organic fruits and vegetables, you good. But first, I got to know what all they are consuming. You know, if anything is dairy related, if they consuming anything that got some dairy in it, eliminate, big time eliminate. But hey, fruits, vegetables, your best friend for getting rid of those allergies. Fruits, vegetables. I got a few people that I train, man. They kids, like, they get sick and, man, they create some juices, smoothies, things like that, knock it right out. Knock it right out. You know, and then definitely tap in with the spices, you know what I'm saying? The turmeric, ginger, garlic, all of that. Oh, Sun Goddess. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, dairy, boy, that's one of the biggest triggers for allergies. One of the biggest triggers. See, they don't tell us that, but that's one of the biggest triggers for the allergies. Dairies. Dairy products. I said dairies, but dairy products. Remove the dairy. Like, if they dealing with the allergies, remove the dairy. I guarantee you, that right there might just solve the problem. That really, literally might just solve it. Removing dairy. If you got a child that suffers from asthma and any type of allergy, things like that, dairy is more than likely one of the biggest reasons why they have the allergy and have the asthma and all of that. Appreciate the donation there from the white. Hold on, wait a minute, man. I can't see the whole. Oh, should we consume more fruits than veggies? All right, so with that, it semi-depends. I would say balance it out, but we designed to be frugivores by nature, in all honesty. You know what I'm saying? We actually designed to be frugivores. A lot of people don't like that information, but we designed to be fruitarians. So we designed to eat more fruit than anything. But I would say in this day and age, definitely add some vegetables to the mix is cool. But we designed to eat more fruit than anything. But we so bad off out here, like, we probably need those greens. But in a perfect world, us just living off the fruit of the land, we'll be good. But we're not in a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the vegetables come into play. And that's where some of the seeds and whatnot come into play, like the hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, and all of that good stuff, because we're not in a perfect world. You know, but we was designed to be frugivores. We were designed to be fruitarians. Hey, and y'all may not like what I'm saying, but that's a fact. I'm telling you, study yourself. Study humanity, study humans, and study all the animals that are frugivores. Study all of the animals that are, hold up. Oh, Layla, I see something talking about Layla Africa. Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah. But nah, study the animals that are herbivores and things like that. And study the animals that are carnivores. You gonna see who we got more in common with. You gonna see who we got more in common with. We got way more in common with the animals that consume predominantly fruits and veggies, opposed to the animals that's out here chasing down their prey and eating it like that. We got way more in common with that. Again, if you want to know something, study nature. Study them animals. We got more in common with the animals that are plant-based. Like, it is what it is. You can't even dispute that fact. We got more in common with them. And I broke this down like when I had just started streaming. Broke it down. I'll do a whole other video about that. Broke it down from the way that our teeth is designed. Like, we don't even have the teeth to go chase down a pig and bite right into it. So why you think you designed to eat that pig, man? You can't go chase down a pig right now, bite right into a bow. You cannot do that. You cannot. You're not designed to be living like that, fam. You're not designed, but you can go grab that fruit right off of the tree and eat it. You can go grab that fruit right off the tree, bow, and consume it with no problem. No problem. Come on now. I'm just telling y'all what it is after studying for some years. I done been studying this for way too long now. And I done studied both sides of the equation. I'm not fully a fruitarian yet, but I can tell you right now that that's the way we should all be living in a perfect world. Like, that's it. I can tell y'all that with 100%, like, for real. Like, that's how we were designed to be eaten in a perfect world. Fruitarian, 100%. Now, since we in the wilderness of North America, we done adopted some ailments and things like that to where we might need some other foods and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But in a perfect world, perfect society, man, we designed to be fruitarians, man. Frugivores, or whatever you want to call them. But hold up, man. I'm behind here. Diamond, you know what's funny too? One thing about vitamins and supplements, like vitamins and things like that, it's just crazy. They say you not what you are what you eat, but we gotta take that a step further. You are what you assimilate, as they say. So you can eat, you can take plenty of vitamins, you can take plenty of supplements, you can eat plenty of foods that have the vitamins and nutrients in them, but that don't necessarily mean you are actually getting what it's saying that you're getting from it. Your body gotta absorb it, your body gotta assimilate it. And that's another thing about this weight loss surgery that they fail to educate people about. You know, when you get the weight loss surgery, that actually hinders your ability to absorb B12, vitamin B12. So a lot of people that get the weight loss surgery, it gets rid of their intrinsic factor, I believe, which is part of the process of absorbing the vitamin B12. So boom, you get this weight loss surgery and now your body is not able to absorb the vitamin B12. So you out here deficient in B12 all because you done got this surgery. So now you got to go damn near get injections to get your vitamin B12 up. I don't know about y'all, but that doesn't sound very natural to me. I done got a surgery where my body cannot process a natural vitamin that I need on a day-to-day basis. That sounds pretty harmful and detrimental to me. You know what I'm saying? So why would I sign up for something like that? But a lot of time, man, we not understanding that, man. You are what you assimilate. So you could be eating the food that say, oh man, this got a lot of iron in it. You know, and I done chopped it up with people in regards to this. Oh man, I'm eating a lot of spinach, or I'm eating blackstrap molasses. It's got a lot of iron in it, but my iron's still low. That's because you got to eat vitamin C rich foods with the iron to help the iron get absorbed. So you could be eating a lot of foods that's high in iron, but that don't mean you getting the proper amount of iron. Your body may not be absorbing it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you combine the iron-rich food with a vitamin C-rich food. That helps the iron get absorbed. So if you eating spinach, this is why I put spinach in a smoothie. Spinach has iron, but put that spinach in a smoothie with some strawberries, pineapples, mangoes. Something that has a lot of vitamin C, blueberries, raspberries. Any food that contains a decent amount of vitamin C, mix it with the spinach. Therefore, it's helping you better absorb the iron. If you just take spinach by itself, you may not be getting all this iron from the spinach because it may not be getting absorbed because you don't have a proper amount of vitamin C. So that's what we have to realize. So even when you taking a vitamin, you know what I'm saying? Somebody maybe say, man, I'm taking this iron pill. I'm taking my iron, this, that, and the third. You got to make sure you have a proper combination of foods and things like that to go with it so it's being properly absorbed. So you could be taking a vitamin all day long and still be deficient in it. Your body not absorbing it. And if your body not absorbing it, it could be a multitude of different reasons. It may need another nutrient to go with it because for the most part, that's how I go. You can't just take a vitamin in isolation. Like a lot of these vitamins, they need each other to be properly absorbed. Then the second problem, it could be something up with your digestive system. You know what I'm saying? With your intestines, things like that. And that's why it's not being thoroughly absorbed. No, Carlton, vitamin C helps with iron absorption, not digestion. But I mean, it can help with that, you know, indirectly. But nah, it helps the iron be absorbed by the body. That's what vitamin C does. So if you are eating iron-rich foods, the vitamin C will help the iron-rich food be absorbed, or the iron be absorbed by the body. Y'all know I gotta keep track of time. I get to going in. Hold on, what we got? Snuggles, you say is marijuana good for the human system? Man, like I said, I try to stay away from that because I don't smoke, never smoke. I know plenty of people that do, and there are way other harmful drugs out here. Like I'm more against alcohol than that. Like if I'm gonna have a conversation, we're gonna talk about alcohol, things like that. Marijuana, like I haven't heard a person they was smoking marijuana and then they drove off and just killed somebody. Like, nah, that ain't happening. Driving while high, now I had an accident. Like, nope. But I will say I have studied Rastafarians. I've studied people that are knee deep in that, and a lot of them are not too fond of smoking it. They say it's better to eat it. So I will say that much. But like I said, I don't necessarily have an opinion on it because I don't do it. But from the information that I've come across from people that are in that culture, they say it's better to eat the herb than to smoke it. Which I can see that. But now, y'all got to watch it though. Brother Dr. Wesley Muhammad got a whole book telling you that they lacing the marijuana out here. They lacing that marijuana up with some hormones that's turning you dudes into some, you know what I'm saying? That's turning y'all dudes into fun boys. So you got to watch that though. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Wesley Muhammad got a whole book saying, man, they lacing this marijuana with some You know what I'm saying? Synthetic hormones that got dudes out here acting like women. So we got to watch that, man. We got to watch what they lacing the marijuana with, you know? So that's something you got to watch out for out here. When it becomes fully legalized, you just better go and stay away from that. You better go and stay away from that. You just better stay away from it. Better stay away from it though. And my whole thing is one of the reasons why I kind of never did it is because I didn't feel the need to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just never felt the need to do it. But yeah, man, they got it out here that they lacing the marijuana with synthetic hormones. They got dudes acting like fun boys out here. And we got a lot of dudes that's acting like fun boys out here. So it might be some truth to that. And a lot of these dudes that's acting like fun boys be smoking. You know what I'm saying? But along with eating a bunch of other stuff they're not supposed to be eating. You know, but we got to watch out here though. Dread Mike, you say B12 deficiency. Now, which I got to get me a liquid form, but they say the best form of B12 is liquid form, for sure. Come on, Brian. We done had this conversation before, fam. We don't care about what the CDC nor the FDA say, especially the FDA, fam. Brian, the FDA, listen, we got pork on the shelf in the stores. Brian, like, come on, Brian. Pork. You can go buy pork right now, and it is considered FDA approved. Pork is not good for you. And all I got to do to prove this, Brian, is look at how we are dying out here, fam. Look at all of the leading causes of death, and look at what causes a lot of these conditions. A lot of these conditions are caused by what you consume. That's like a good 20 to 35% of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, even respiratory conditions. 20 to 35% is linked to what you eat. And then a large chunk of the other percentage is environmental factors. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these FDA approvals are contributing to these things. Dairy products, big time contributor to asthma. You know what I'm saying? So your child born asthmatic, a lot of that is linked to dairy consumption. You know, while you was pregnant with your child, you was consuming too much dairy. Now they come out asthma. They come out asthmatic. But the FDA approving all of this nonsense out here. So, of course, come on, fam. Now, we don't care nothing about what the FDA has approved, because look at the numbers, man. We are dying of conditions that we should not be dying from. And a lot of this has something to do with what we are consuming. And all of these foods are FDA approved that we are consuming, and it's killing us. Again, the pig is FDA approved. You should not be eating that pig, though. So I shouldn't eat the Mary Jane. Listen, again, based off of what they say, I don't see a problem with the consumption of it. Now, you got to watch how you consume it, because you consume a higher dosage. You know what I'm saying? You can consume an excess amount, and it causes you to be overly paranoid, all type of stuff going on. So you got to watch the consumption of it, you know? Jax, for sure. The FDA definitely compromised, and they protecting certain interests. So we already know what the deal is, you know? Dread Mike, and that's one of the things when you are vegan, that's one of the few things that you got to be a little conscious of. Make sure you getting your B12 in, you know, and that's one of the only things. But even outside of being vegan, it's a lot of meat eaters, once they hit the age of 50, and even sometimes before that, they be deficient in B12. You know what I'm saying? So we all, no matter which way you strive to eat out here, you got to be mindful of all the vitamins and minerals. You got to make sure you get some of everything in. You know what I'm saying? Because there are deficiencies you can face when you vegan, deficiencies you can face when you vegetarian, deficiencies you can face when you eating meat. So you just got to make sure you're doing everything in a balanced fashion. So you got to be mindful. Whichever way you choosing to eat, you got to make sure you're getting everything that you need in your system. And that's it. That's it. That's all. You know, so it's a lot of deficiencies that go along that go on with eating meat. You know what I'm saying? So with veganism, man, you just got to make sure your B12 is right and exact. It's a lot of different ways you can get it. Nutritional yeast is good. The blue-green algae, that's also a good source of B12 too. But then you just got to make sure your protein is right. Be a little mindful of your calcium and things like that, man. So, you know, we all got to be mindful in regards to certain vitamins, minerals, and nutrients and things like that, no matter which way you striving to eat. You know, so it's all real in the field, man. So you just got to be mindful. Make sure you get some of everything in. Antonio, for sure, man. It's definitely a lot of synthetic vitamins, man. 100%. 100%, man. You got to be mindful of everything out here. Like, you got to you got to examine things thoroughly. And then you got to see how your body responds. Like, it's trial and error experimentation. You know, it's a science experiment out here to the fullest. To the fullest. But I don't trust much of what they saying out here, man. I don't trust much of what they saying at all. You know, so I just got to be mindful, man. I'm just experimenting on myself, you know what I'm saying? Just doing certain things, see how the body responds to it, how the body reacts. Like, all right, cool, I did this, my body feels fine. All right, cool. You know, and that's another way too. Back to the allergy situation. You got to pinpoint the allergy. The best way to do it, the best way to pinpoint an allergy for a child, even for yourself, is to remove a food that you've been consuming and then reintroduce it. So remove the food for like 2-3 weeks or so, and then reintroduce it into your regimen. If you have a reaction to that food, then that food is the cause of your allergy. You know, that's the best way to see if a food is detrimental to you or not, or causing some type of allergy. Shine and Fashion Club, peace, what's happening? Terrell, for sure. You know, definitely got to do your research, because some people have failed to do the research and have taken a major L in regards to the CBD joint and was out here paranoid, thinking that the whole world was out to get them. You know, I done heard some stories from folk. You know, I already know what type of person I am, so you know what I'm saying, I'm good on that for now. I don't need to be acting like that. Akuma, 100%. She got diagnosed with asthma in her 40s. That's, man, I ain't gonna say 100%, but man, that's like 80% dietary, for sure. If she consumes dairy, then that's the reason. If she consumes dairy in high amounts, that is more than likely the cause of the asthma. You talking to a person that had asthma. You know what I'm saying? I had asthma back in the day. And I'm talking about I had it bad. Like, I stayed sick. I stayed hooked up to machines. I stayed with them inhalers on me. You know what I'm saying? I stayed wheezing, keeping the house up at night. Man, I had a very compromised respiratory system, man. My conditioning, my stamina was always garbage. Like, I couldn't, man, you talking about run a lap, man, I felt like I was gonna die every time I did it, no matter how many times I did it. You know what I'm saying? So I have became drastically better, more conditioned, and things like that. Hold up, y'all. Y'all know I be watching folk looking like they close to the door. We be ready to run up. Nah, Chris, man, we on the phone. We just in the gym, man. Different setting. Different setting. But man, we out here striving. We out here striving to get everybody on point, get everybody right and exact. Right and exact for sure, man. Hey, y'all know at my core, we gonna promote health, we gonna promote fitness, we gonna promote people to take care of themselves out here. You know, at the core of everything I talk about, the main message is, hey, your health is your wealth, man. Without that health, you don't have anything. Without your health, you can't pursue any of these things you want to do. Without your health, hey, it don't matter how much money you have. It don't matter how much wealth you generate, man, if you're not able to enjoy it. It don't matter how many kids you have, you're not able to enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? So you need your health before you need anything. So at the core of my message is always health, man. Take care of your health first. That should be your first priority. And we got to stop BSing. A lot of people are BSing, man. You putting stuff in your system that you know you should not be putting in your system. And then you come up with some garbage excuses as to why you did it. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with your life. Man, people out here dropping like flies. Man, I just read something about Nate Robinson, a basketball player that ain't even in his 40s yet. Dude a few years older than me. Talking about he dealing with kidney failure. What? We shouldn't be going through that. What we on out here? Dikembe Mutombo. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with brain tumors, brain cancer. Nah, fam, we can't be going out like that. Dudes ain't old, fam. Dikembe Mutombo ain't even 60. What do you mean brain tumors? Nate Robinson ain't even 40. What you mean kidney failure? Bro, what are you talking about? Like, we got to take care of ourselves, man. People are dropping out here, fam. People are dropping. People are dropping, and I know y'all see it, man. I know y'all see it, man. So you got to pay attention to your health. Do what's right and exact, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. Listen. You got to figure out your why. Like, why you need to be healthy, why you need to exist on this planet, man. And you got to look at that why. You got to ponder on that why every freaking day. So before you think about making that bad decision, it's like, nope, nah, I need to be here for X, Y, and Z. Let me go ahead and drink this smoothie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even asking you to just disregard all the fun, your pleasure foods. Man, just make sure you get the right foods in your system first. More of those foods you get in your system first, man, unless you're going to crave those bad foods anyway. You're not even going to want to tamper with that. You're going to be feeling so good after you drink these smoothies. You're like, man, I feel too good. I don't want to mess up how I'm feeling. So I don't want these bad foods. Like, that's how it is, man. I make sure I get these smoothies in my system first. Then if I want to eat something that might not be the best, it's like, cool, but I ain't going to go too crazy on it now. Back then, when I would eat that stuff first, I would go crazy on it first. Like, I'll go crazy, I'll bash it. But now when I get the smoothies in, it's like, man, I don't even be want to eat that stuff like that, man. So I eat it, but I don't bash it like I used to. So that's how you do it. Get the good stuff in your system first, man. Prioritize the good stuff. Say, man, I'm going to get these 2 smoothies in my system first. Then if I want to, you know what I'm saying, eat some other foods, then I might do it. But you're not going to want to eat a lot of those foods anyway. You know, for sure. 80-20 could be a good rule of thumb to follow, or 90-10, you know. Like they say, man, 80% of what you eat should be raw. You know, about 75 to 80% raw foods and whatnot. You know, so 80-20 could be cool. But, hey, like I said, man, for the most part, I'm going through my day. I'm smoothies, and that's it. Smoothies, and that's it. Successful Melanated, peace. Appreciate that donation for sure. You know, but man, we gotta step it up out here, man. Like, we gotta step it up. You know, a lot of people we either got one or two. We either gonna work out and not eat right, or we gonna eat right and don't want to work out. Like, we gotta get it's balance, man. You gotta balance. You gotta do both. Like, all right, man, I'm gonna eat right and work out hard. I'm gonna put in my work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take care of the mental. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna jot things down. I'm gonna read positive, you know what I'm saying, positive books, things like that. Like, I'm gonna do that type of knowledge. Take care of myself mentally and physically, man. We gotta do that, man. It's balance, man. For real. You cannot eat the same way that you was eating at 18, 17. Like, that got to change, fam. That has got to change. You got to stop saying, man, I'm eating for taste. Like, nah, it ain't about the taste right now, man. Now, again, you can have plenty of health foods that taste good, but that's not what it's about right now. B Sunny, peace for sure. Hey, glad you can confirm it. Because people be out here thinking I be just making a bunch of stuff up, man. So I'll be glad when people confirm some of the things that I'm saying. All I be giving y'all is testimonies. What people done told me. You know what I'm saying? And things that I didn't research personally. But, hey, people swear I be out here making stuff up, man. I'm telling you. Hey, y'all go to my Facebook, man. I posted a book of Dick Gregory, and somebody tried to spaz out on me, man. I posted a book about Dick Gregory, you know what I'm saying, when he was talking about his journey to becoming a fruitarian. I'm like, dang, that's what we on? I can't post a book about Dick Gregory, man, without somebody getting mad, getting in their feelings. I posted a Dick Gregory book, and dudes like, oh, man, we do a whole little post. I'm like, hold up, man. Come on, man. We got to chill on out with all that nonsense. You know, so that's the world we living in. But, y'all, man, with that being said, man, I wish I had a little more time to chop it up and build with the kids. But I appreciate everybody tapping in with the kid, man. Appreciate the donations, the love, the comments, all that good stuff, man. Wish I had more time, but I got some clients that's about to roll on in so I can finish off my morning. So you know how I'm going to do it. Going to terrorize them. Again, this one of them videos. It may not be up a week from now, a month from now. You know, might not be up. Who knows? They get wind of these type of videos. They tend not to last that long. But it is what it is, man. We put the information out. We ain't afraid. You know, we going to speak truth to power. But, man, I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. I'm out. Y'all be easy. Peace.